Hi, oh hi, Kermit! All in this and Kyo today we're going to play again Butterfly Pursuit 2 and without further ado, ikimasho! We are in Noelle's part now. Saturday Chinese school, 5th grade. The first phrase is mirror. Noelle copies down the unfamiliar characters on the board stroke by stroke. What did it look like again? Oh no, good thing we had this. Kagami, right? Kagamiko. Kagamiko, this one, right? Noelle writes it down, then checks it again against the words on the board. We got it right. Now for the next one. The next phrase is admit. Okay. Yeah, kanji, doesn't it? You should already recognize. The thing kanji, the character's meaning is to bear or to carry. Oh, this would be easier if Chinese words use an alphabet like most languages. It infuriates me how I can tell how a Chinese character is pronounced by the way it looks. You're forced to learn every single word twice, how it sounds, and what it looks like. It is wildly inefficient. I mean, yeah. Characters, man, it would be like that. Especially kanji and Japanese. It's so hard to, try to memorize all of them. A couple hours into the lesson, a kid toward the back of the room raises his hand. Teacher, how many Chinese characters are there? At least 80,000. 80,000? Well, don't worry, most educated people only know about 8,000. 8,000 is still a mind-boggling number. I mean the Japanese, what do you call that? The Joyo kanji? The one where, where you need to learn in order to know the Japanese language, as in everyday use is 2,000 is still a big still big enough though. After school, Noelle does her weekly packet of Chinese homework at the kitchen table. I've spent every Saturday since kindergarten tediously memorizing a few characters at a time, but it has barely even made a dent. After all these years, I still can't even read a book or the newspaper. At this pace, it is hard to imagine I'll ever be able to. Noelle, what is this? Noelle looks up to see her mom's holding the sample packet of pads and tampons she got from school. Oh, that's from the sex ed talk we had in class. The girls received a presentation about menstruation. The school gave you this? Using a tampon is the same as having sex. Well, that's not what the teacher giving the talk said. It is just a tool for absorbing blood. No, you'll be able to feel it the whole time and it goes into... What? Your mom can't even bear to say it. It is the same as having sex with a man. What? The woman giving the talk said plenty of girls use it. American girls get their period so early because they're thinking sexual thoughts at a young age. Okay, Mom, my god. That is not natural. You shouldn't be thinking about these things until you're married. After throwing away the immoral tampons, her mom, I was about to say immortal. Her mom goes up to the living room to watch a Chinese variety show. It is hard growing up trusting very little of your parents' judgment. I mean, yeah, the values is still there, the culture and stuff like that. My mom doesn't believe in mental illness, yet genuinely believes in superstitions like auspicious days, and no amount of proof or argument can sway her. Is Chinese society just decades behind the West? I've yet to meet a white person whose mind works this way. Noelle glances over at the show her mom is watching. Oh yeah, it's those colorful words and cartoons. Okay, I'm gonna lower the sound because I might get copyright. Colorful words and cartoons play across the screen as cheesy sound effects play. I mean, Japan does that a lot too. So tacky. It is one of those shows where they interview a panel of foreigners who can barely speak Mandarin. Noelle cringes as silly booing noises are overlaid over the hostess jokes. She's just laughing at the foreigners for not understanding the questions they've been asked. Why is this popular? It is so juvenile and embarrassing. I feel like I'm losing brain cells as I listen to this. Disgusted, Noelle returns to scrutinizing the impenetrable paragraph of Chinese she's supposed to be analyzing for homework. What am I even going to use Chinese for? Watching dribble like that? I have no interest in the backwards culture that produced my pathetic, narrow-minded parents. Damn. When a commercial break comes on, she throws down her pencil. I want to quit Chinese school. Her mom rolls around from the couch, alarmed. What? Why? I hate it. It always takes up my entire Saturday. They assign so much homework every week on top of the regular homework I get from school. Noelle's dad looks up disapprovingly from the newspaper he's reading. Well, you can't quit it. What kind of Chinese person can even speak Chinese? You'll lose space if you don't learn. Other people will think we're bad parents. Why does it matter what other people think? I'm the one whose limited time is being sucked away by it. My opinion should be the one that matters the most. No, you have to listen to your parents. It's for your own good. Too young to understand. Almost nothing drives Noelle up a wall more than being told she's not old enough to understand something. Yeah, it's, the culture it is. Stop treating me like some pebble-minded little kid. I read at college level already. It doesn't matter, you don't have the life experience yet. Some things you can only know from being as old as your parents are. But so just because you're older than me, you're automatically smarter than I am? Yes? I don't accept that. It is your culture. You can just throw it away. Yeah, it is the same as with Diya, right? When she's talking to her mother in the car. Yes, I can. It's a poorly constructed, archaic language. That is not true. If it is so bad, how come it's worked for thousands of years? You should take more pride in your culture. What is there to be proud of? I'm stuck learning the worst, most pointlessly complicated language in the world. Exasperated, Noelle's parents exchange a look. You're still going to Chinese school. We already paid for your classes this year. Can I quit at the end of the year then? If you still feel this way by the end of the year, fine, you can quit. You can? No, she can't. Think about it. If she goes to Chinese school with that kind of attitude, she won't learn anything anyway. It is impossible to teach someone who doesn't want to be educated. You might as well at least save money. Yes, the end of the year is pretty far away, but at least the end is inside now. Quitting Chinese school will significantly free up my schedule. I can probably read a few more books every week. It'll be so worth it. When I'm older, I'll be so thankful that I quit. And her mothers were like, nope, nothing. That's not gonna happen. Noelle is so elated that she doesn't even mind being dragged along to 99 Ranch with her mom. A trip she normally gripes is a waste of time. As they browse the fishbowl aisle, her mom's Nokia rings. Nokia. She quickly brings it to her ear. Hello? Hi, moshi moshi. What's the hello again? How? There's a pause. Her mom's face falls. What is it? Ma passed away. Taiwanese term for grandma. Oh. Well, I know I should be sad, but I haven't seen my grandmother for years. I've never had a real conversation with her before. It is like being told a stranger died. Yep, it could be like that. So you went there? Oh. Okay, fast forward though. Spring break. Noelle isn't allowed to close her bedroom door, so she's on high alert as she uses the computer. It sounds like my mother is busy washing vegetables in the kitchen. Here's my chance. What are you doing? Ooh, Noelle quickly searches homosexuality on Wikipedia.com. This skimmed this page once as research after Akarsha started insisting Diya and Min-seo were romantically involved. Now you're learning it. But I am positive there was no mention of it being possible for two women to have sexual relations. I would have remembered it. Click the sexual intercourse hyperlink or click the lesbian hyperlink. I think we're gonna do everything though. Read the Wikipedia article. Okay, much of the page is devoted to the historic and modern day oppression of gay men. This mentions of sodomy being criminalized along with an image of ancient Greek pottery depicting of two nude men embracing that Noelle scrolls past very quickly. What? Why did you scroll though? Are they gonna see like your search history? Wait, this might be something. Anthropologists Stephen Murray and Will Roscoe. Oh shit, I'm a Wikipedia addict too. Oh shit, I feel that sometimes. Oh my god. Especially when things come to my mind, I was like, should I Wikipedia that? I think I had a Wikipedia addiction now. Where I was like, whenever I think about something, the national hero and stuff like that. Let's just say national hero or the national place or capital. I was like, okay, search thing, and the first thing that I think of is Wikipedia a lot. So I was like, okay, always Wikipedia. I know there's a lot of people that would do dumb stuff in Wikipedia, but I still kind of rely that. To be honest, but yeah. Anthropologist Stephen Murray anyways and Will Roscoe reported that women in Lesotho engage in socially sanctioned long-term erotic relationships. What exactly do they mean by erotic? They need to be more descriptive. She collects on the citation but the source is a book called Boy Wives and Female Husbands, Studies of African Homosexualities. There's no way the library carries this book. Okay, wait. I'm gonna... Okay. Click the Lesotho hyperlink. No, I should have saved. God damn. I didn't check the other ones. Click the Lesotho hyperlink. Noelle scrolls through the page, but there's no mention of the erotic relationships. This is a dead end. I could try googling it, but it might bring up obscene results. Yep, do the safe search. Okay, good thing. Click the sexual intercourse hyperlink. The link leads to a more general page called Human Sexual Intercourse. To Noelle's disgust, it features a painting of a man and women copulating. This is repulsive. I'd really rather not stay on this page for long. Sexual intercourse commonly refers to the act in which the male reproductive organ enters the male reproductive tract, or the number 1, the number 2, that's where the link is. In recent years, penetration of non-sexual organs or by non-sexual organs while fingering and fisting are also sometimes included in this definition, so... What on earth is fingering? Is this the finger thing Min-seo was referring to? I mean, I get it because she's 9th grade, she... And her parents are closeted? What's that it's called? Closeted parents? Not tell this stuff. Oh shit, click the fingering hyperlink. The page opens. At the top, there's a simple illustration of a naked woman stroking the genitals of another woman. What is this? This is so risky. Noelle breaks into a feverish sweat as she reads the page as quickly as possible. And in a panic, Noelle closes the tab, erases her web history, and shuts the computer down. Min-seo was right, I can't believe it. Should such erotic content be allowed on Wikipedia? Anyone can read it. I must destroy all evidence that I visited that page. Should I uninstall the browser, delete my user profile, perhaps hit the computer on fire for good measure? Did your parents check your laptop? What the fuck? This better not awaken anything in me. Noelle jumps in her chair when she receives a text. Check your phone. No, I should have checked the lesbian one. Certified brain genius. Oh yeah, I just realized the anime for this one is. Oh shit, I forgot that one again. I forgot it again. Oh shit, I searched this one a week ago. About this anime, the proper picture of Akarsha. Oh shit. Anyways, is it just me or does King Dedede looks kinda sexy in this drawing? Oh. Most popular deviation submitted in the last Rainy forest in partner. Oh, was Diya the one behind? What the fuck? Anyone else? Hello? Anyone care to raise a hand? You're insane. Did anyone else hit it? Hello? Noelle? Bang on your door. If you would fucking Diya a penguin, you're braver than the US Marines. Diya has left the chat room. Min has left the chat room. Well, why are you like this? I'm so bored. I've been stuck at home all day. Well, unfortunately for you, I can't entertain you for long either. You have to leave for the airport soon. Oh yeah, you're visiting Taiwan, right? Well, when are you gonna be there again? I'll be there for the entire week. Oh yeah, it's their spring break. And my mom and I will return Sunday afternoon. My dad is staying for an additional week there for business purposes. Can I still message you when you're there? Do you have to use a VPN or something? No, as long as I have internet access, we should be able to chat like usual. Really, but isn't there like health censorship? No, there's nothing like that in Taiwan. It is not as if I'm going to China. Yeah, it's different. Right. Also, what's the difference between Taiwan and China? In Taiwan again? Shot? I mean, I know Taiwan's an island, but is it like... Said you were shot, yet you're still talking like nothing happened? Its own country? I have high pain tolerance. No, you don't. Anyway, I tried to ask you geography class once and everyone started arguing. Oh, the Taiwan versus China thing? Or like, you know, Taiwan being a country or not. Everyone started arguing because it is a political question. Whether Taiwan is a part of China or a separate country is an extremely controversial issue. Why though? To be honest, I'm not clear on the details. As I understand it, the dispute is the result of a civil war that was never properly resolved. Yeah. It was I guess the communists versus the nationalists at the time. Where the nationalists lost the war though, and the nationalists just plea to Taiwan. So it wasn't, nothing actually resolved. So I guess I hope I do know the stuff though. Anyways, so are you Taiwanese or Chinese? Or both? Well, I went to Chinese school as a child. And my parents told me Chinese folktales. Is that how it works? Well, just because I speak English doesn't mean I'm English. To be frank, I'm plundering because I've never given it any thought. Lol, oops. Well, I didn't mean to give you an identity crisis. Crisis? Yes. Even if I say I'm Taiwanese, hardly anyone knows what that means, even other East Asians. What? It kinda sounds like how most Americans don't really get Desi identities. How so? We get these identities. How so? Like they think about it based on country. Like you're Pakistani, you're Indian, etc. But the countries aren't split on racial lines. Like an Indian Punjabi isn't really the same ethnicity as an Indian Guju. But it's all the same to non-Desis because they don't know the difference, lol XD. Oh, you're right, I don't know the difference. Wait, I know. The answer to what you are... What is it? You're French. Because you're French, man. That doesn't help me at all. No? No. Meanwhile, Diya and Min left. Yep, we're not gonna be in this conversation. Later that day, Noelle sits in the backseat as her dad drives them to the airport. She feels a flash of rage when she sees the passing cars floating a proud parent of an honor roll student bumper sticker. Why would you brag about such an unremarkable accomplishment on your car? You're supposed to be on the honor roll. It's like buying a bumper sticker that says, "My child breathes air." My parents would never even bother mentioning such a banal thing. Noelle's mom squints at the airport signage as it passes them by. Noelle, watch the signs for us. Why me? I don't even know how to drive. You were born here, you read faster than us. Alright. How is it that after living here for 20 years, they still haven't mastered English? My mom can even speak English well enough to carry a conversation with a stranger. Up until now. What have they been doing this whole time? Which way is parking? Which lane? Well, just follow the arrows. Turn right. See, even though I have a PhD, ever since you were in second grade, you could read highway signs faster than me. Well, good thing we have Noelle with us. The signs go by so fast. Noelle's dad scratches his head as she directs him through the airport's labyrinthian roads. Where is it? It feels like we're just going in circles. We're not. See the sign there? The parking is past the cargo area. Do I turn here? Noelle's heart stops as her dad starts to turn into a street labeled with "Do Not Enter." Oh shit. It says "Do Not Enter. Keep straight." Oh. Her dad swerved sharply to stay in his lane. Noelle massages her temples, her heart pounding. I'm surrounded by illiterate idiots. Why does it rest on me, a literal child, to ensure we don't drive into oncoming traffic? I have endless energy when it comes to obsessing over my studies. Why can't they work on their own English instead? Okay, as the car rolls into a parking lot, Noelle jolts up in her seat. Wait, this isn't the correct garage. Turn around. Huh, how do you know? That sign says premium parking. Premium means something of exceptional quality, superior. So isn't that good? Not right now when we're looking for the regular run-of-the-mill parking lot. In this context, premium parking means special parking that is more expensive. Oh! Make a U-turn, we're going to miss our flight! Noelle's mom sighs as the car makes a series of turns. This would have been easier if you could talk to us in Chinese. This would have been easier if your English was better too. Noelle crosses her arms in the backseat, fuming. Why am I the one responsible for making sure we're not separated by a language barrier? You were the ones who chose to move here in the first place. God damn it. 16 hours later, Taipei, Taiwan. Noelle and her parents take a taxi from the airport to an alley lined with parked scooters. This must be Ah Gong's apartment. We're staying there for the week. Ah Gong or Grandpa. Her mom presses the buzzer. We're here. Come in, come in. Ooh, let's see. This is interesting. After hopping and popping up 4 stories upstairs, Noelle is drenched in sweat. Hey, da ai. Chinois, yeah, you're finally here. Chinois, you've grown so big. Yeah, I must have been in elementary school the last time you saw me. Chinois. Well, this must be one of my cousins. Noelle, don't be rude. Introduce yourself in Chinese. Hi, Mary Wan. I Po Laying. My pronunciation is so atrocious, I don't know if they can even understand me. Agong, what are you saying? A layer am laying. Can you just talk in English? Agong doesn't speak English. He only knows Japanese, Taiwanese, and Mandarin. Damn, those 3 languages. Even the Mandarin is nearly forgotten. Da Air gestures at her daughter. She's wearing thick glasses and carrying a huge brick of a book. Noelle, you speak English with Chinois. She wants to go college in America, so she very happy practice speaking. Yes, you can call me literature. Is that a name she chose herself? Chinese people have such odd taste in English names. Okay, that's alright. Chinois is fine. We are the same ages, right? Who do you think is more tall? Chinois eagerly stands back to back with Noelle so the others can judge. Wait, you're standing on your tiptoes. That's cheating. No, I'm not. Oh, you two are the exact same height. Well, they're both skin and bones. They really are cousins. One used version and one Taiwan version. Noelle glances at Chinois and realizes with a start that she's right. It is so. I love the home. It's so you know, so Asian. It's like meeting a version of myself from a universe where my parents never went to America. stranger with my face. You sure I'm not taller? Yes, we sure. Well, that must be Taiwanese. Chenoa gives him an affectionate hug as Noelle awkwardly watches from the sidelines. Meanwhile, the adults launch into an animated conversation in Taiwanese, which Noelle doesn't know. I wonder what they're talking about. My Taiwanese is even worse than my Mandarin. I don't know a single word. Actually, wait, isn't Agong Taiwanese? They didn't cover it in Chinese school. Could it be a term exclusively used in Taiwan? Well, it is really a special sort of confusion, not knowing what language you're speaking. The IE leads Noelle's parents to the spare bedroom so they can put their luggage away. This reminds me how I used to assume Japanese curry was a Chinese dish because my mom made it regularly. If you have a distant relationship with your parents, your culture becomes a nebulous cloud, if you like that. Is it Chinese to believe pseudoscience? Is it Chinese to have an outdated and sexist worldview? Or is that just my parents in my particular? How do I distinguish between things peculiar to my life in Chinese culture? I guess it's you to figure that out, Noelle. Let's see. Chenoa brightly takes a seat next to Noelle. Anything you have questions about, you can ask me. Ask about the area. Tell me about the surrounding area. Let's look outside. Ooh! Oh yeah, it is so Japan, China, place thingy. Chenoa goes over to the window and points as Noelle peers outside at the street below. That way is my house, me and my mom, and we walk over all the time. Well, you must live pretty close by if you were able to come on foot. Yes, we are only a few streets away from Agong. Every weekend, me and my cousins spend here. But it's so different from my experience. When you are all settled, the 7-Eleven, we go and grab breakfast. Breakfast from 7-Eleven? But you never had it? It's good. It is? It is? It won't be all greasy? No, they have fresh tea eggs, hot yams, oden. If you want a pre-packaged breakfast, they'll heat it for you too. In America, is it not like that? Well, no, American 7-Elevens are just junk food stores. Now, Chenoa points at the train as it rushes by. There's a train station near to us and we take it a lot. Don't use the car to get around. Not much. When we can't use a train, we ride our scooter. What else do you want to know? Ask about her book. What are you reading? It is a Chinese translation of a Russian novel. What it is called in English? I don't know. Yep, that one. That I don't know either. Something brothers? There's brother and it is Russian. The brothers Karamazov? Yes, that sounds correct. Well, I've read it before too. This is exciting. I've never met anyone else my age who's read it. Did you like it? Well, the religious themes were of little interest to me, but I found some of its other ideas thought-provoking. For example, it argues that humans are so deeply shaped by others that everyone bears some responsibility for the sins of everyone else. Damn. Everything we do is the result of a huge interwoven chain reaction of human interactions, and as a result, the crime is never truly one person's fault. It is a societal failure. To Noelle's disappointment, Shinhwa nods, looking lost. I see. I guess what I said was beyond her English level. I need to scale back to a simpler topic. You like reading? I like reading. Are you nerdy? The sudden question baffles Noelle. Yes, I suppose so. Good, me too. On the wall, there's even a photo of me that what? Actually, I changed my mind. Don't look too much at the photos on the wall. They're embarrassing. What else do you want to know? Oh, I mean, you bring it up, so I'm gonna ask about it. Ask about the photos on the wall. Tell me about these photos. Okay, if you're sure. They go over to look at the pictures on the wall. The first one's of Gong and Chinua at the park. There is a small chestnut-colored warbler sitting on Chinua's arm. Yeah, the bird at the park found him abandoned. It was because he fell out of his nest and broke his wing. After he got better, we taught him to fly so he could go back to the wild. You see, that is very noble of me. It was Gong's idea. He's quiet, but he is so nice actually. You seem very close to your grandpa. Your grandpa? He's your grandpa too. Oh, that's right. To hide her embarrassment, Noelle quickly moves on to the next photo. It looks old. A swarm of children are building a sandcastle and a smiling adults look on in the background. Is this me? Wan Ping and Wan Zong. Wan Ping and Wan Zong are my older cousins. They are my uncle's children. Wan Zong is working right now. Too bad Wan Ping is traveling right now. Or else we could have hung out. Where is he visiting? Japan. It is his honeymoon. Damn. Honeymoon, did he get married? Yes. I'm about to go. Oh, I had no idea. Well, in the picture, the people behind us is Juju, Agong, and Amma. We didn't know it, but that weekend was our last one with Amma. I can't help but feel jealous they had any weekends together. While she was spending every Saturday with her cousins and grandparents, I was at school struggling to learn an entire language, so I could even begin to communicate with them. Damn. Xinhua reluctantly gestures at the last photo, which she was clearly saving for last. And this one is of me with all my anime figures. Haha. Oh, so this is what you meant by nerdy. Well, it's alright. I have a good friend who's interested in this sort of thing too. Really? And she's American? Yes? Sounds cool. I want to meet her. You do? Once Noelle turns away from the photos, Xinhua points to a framed certificate hanging on the wall behind her. You should look at this award too. It's your mom's. What, really? Yeah, in college she won a bunch of poetry contests. It was even in the newspaper. I had no idea. This is going to sound extremely mean, but I never suspected my mom had any sort of creative talent. All I've ever known her was a strict, close-minded housewife. Here, you should read her things. She's very skilled. Xinhua pulls the magazine out from a cabinet and flips it open to a page of poetry. Ooh. See what I mean? Some people just have a way with words. It is a big waste she quit. I guess there wasn't enough reason to keep doing it over in America. Noelle stares blankly at her mom's poem. Can't read any of it. Okay, so probably that is why your mom is into into Noelle learning Chinese. That evening, Noelle and her parents walked to the subway. Here's our train. We should teach the night market in a few stops. I hate taking public transit. The trains are always faulty and poorly maintained. I mean, at least you had those though. I mean, in the Philippines, it's literally, not every place has trains. So yeah, as they board the MRT carriage, Noelle steals herself with the strange vomit, urine, and cigarette she's grown to expect from American subways. But to her amazement, the car's shiny floors and seats look so squeakily clean we could eat off of them. It is absolutely spotless. Pleasantly surprised, she sits beside her parents in a gleaming plastic seat. She buys station. You can actually clearly hear what they're saying. It is not indistinct mumbling like on Bart. An LCD screen right across from her neatly displays the names of the previous government and next station. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Her phone buzzes, her heart leaps when she sees that it is Akarsha. Why did you send this? Dad, I thought you liked me. Even if I hypothetically did like you, why would I want to see this awful picture of you? Well, personally, I think it is very hot and sexy of me to play video games against little kids and waste electronics and lose. Is that what you're doing? Now I'm back home now playing the game I bought. It's called Portal. Dude, you'll love it. I don't play computer games. No, you'll love it, trust me. It's not like the other games for you, some guy shooting stuff. You're a girl and it's a puzzle game. It is in a science research facility. Oh, I'll give you the CD. Let's play it. I'll consider it after I return from my trip. Oh yeah, you're in Taiwan. What are you up to right now? I'm riding the subway to meet my parents. How is that? I hope they aren't giving you a hard time. Actually, ever since we've arrived in Taipei, they've been in good spirits. I've never seen my mother so relaxed before. She must be happy to be back home to see her family. Oh dang, that's good. We're on the way to the night market right now. Well, I feel paranoid that everyone can tell I'm a foreigner. Lol, I get what you mean. When I'm in India, they can't tell I'm American before I even open my mouth. That's from the way I carry myself. Her mom sighs as Noelle taps out her response on her phone. There you are, addicted to your phone. How am I addicted? Compared to other teenagers, I barely use it. You spend so much time talking to your friends. But friendships are only temporary. As soon as it's convenient, they all disappear. Oh shit. After I moved to America for your future, not a single one kept in touch with me. The only people you can trust is your family. And I was so far away from all of mine. The life of an immigrant is a lonely one. Is she hoping I'm going to console her or thank her for making such a brutal sacrifice for my sake? It was her own decision as a full-grown adult to move here. It wasn't up to me. Her mom sighs heavily and stares out the window. Well, there's a message she's always trying to impart. I'm lonely because of you. Noelle watches the scenery fly by. After half an hour, the train arrives at their destination precisely on time. Ooh, let's look for clothes. You need new ones. But I have plenty of clothes already. They all have holes in them. You should just show them away already. Oh shit. Noelle browses through a sea of clothing racks with her parents. A hideous pair of beach pants catches her eye. This would complement many items in my wardrobe. She turns it over in her hand, searching for its price tag, but it is missing. Well, I'm going to ask how much these trousers are. Do you know how? Are you serious? Of course I know how. She marches up to the store's cashier and shows her the pants. Light, I asked how much are these pants? 200 NTD. It's only about $7, what a bargain. I wish to buy this. What do you say? I stumbled over the pronunciation. Yes, I want to buy this. Okay. A shame Noelle doesn't dare speak another word as the cashier bags her purchase. Excellent, simply superb. After 6 years of Chinese school, I still can't speak, read or write Mandarin. Finds her way back to her parents, who are just finishing up their purchase at the neighboring store. I'm hungry. Let's get dinner at the food court. What for? There's food sold all over the place. We can just eat as we shop. No, I want to properly sit down somewhere and have a meal. Ooh, I would love to go there. I would love to go to this fonts, you know. That is so good. Okay, Noelle follows her parents down the flight of stairs to the underground food court. That is a bizarre space that reminds Noelle of a mirror maze. I sit down at the stall and Noelle scans the menu, which is conveniently printed directly on the surface of the table. Ooh. Something chicken, something soup. Noelle has to pick her dish based on the pictures like a toddler would. Do you know what you're getting? I'll order the oyster omelette. It is seldom seen in the market, so I should take the chance to eat it here. As the stall worker comes over and takes her parents' orders, Noelle mentally recites hers, determined not to be rendered an inarticulate child again. I know this. This is kindergarten level vocabulary. I want oyster omelette. It sounds a tad crude though. In English, I normally say something more like, I'd like to have the oyster omelette. What do you want to order? I want oyster omelette. The woman jots her order down on a pad of paper, nodding. Are you American-born Chinese? Oh, my Chinese was that bad? I am. Well, I could tell, I guess, from your accent, so heavy. Noelle's mom sighs as the woman walks up to prepare their meals. All those years of Chinese school wasted. Ooh! Their food arrives within minutes. Noelle tries a gooey spoonful of her oyster omelette. That's delicious. You would never guess it only cost $3. Really, let me try. Her parents each taste a spoonful of the oyster omelette and shrug unimpressed. This is below average. I'd had way better ones around here before. Yeah, this isn't really what it's supposed to taste like. Well, I'm never here, so couldn't have known that. Annoyed now, Noelle takes another bite of the oyster omelette. This is the best thing I've ever eaten. I should find out what this place is called so I can find it again. He looks up at the name of the stall, but it is in Chinese. Can't read it. I'd better savor it while it lasts. This omelette can only taste once. All too soon, it is over. Noelle sighs as they get up to continue shopping. Should have tried harder to convince me to learn Chinese. Are you serious? I told you not to quit so many times. But you never properly explained why it was so important not to. All you did was give me condescending lectures about how I was too young to understand why it mattered. Now I'd be an embarrassment if I didn't learn. English is our second language. It is hard to explain things to you. And it is true, you are an embarrassment. Last week I saw our neighbor's son Michael mowing the lawn and he greeted me in Chinese. Hello, auntie. See, that's what happens when you listen to your parents. I mean, Michael goes to Taiwan with his family every summer. That's the reason he's more fluent, not because he was a superior child to me. Why didn't if I just visit Taiwan more often when I was younger? That alone would have made me more interested in learning. I feel like I've been trying to understand Chinese culture by looking at it through a soda straw until now. You'd think we didn't want to visit Taiwan more too. The airplane tickets are expensive. We have to save up for years just for one trip. Oh, but even so, you should have done more to show me that speaking Mandarin could be a positive experience. Why do you always speak to me in English even though you can't fully express yourself in that language? If you'd conversed with me in Chinese from a young age, I would have naturally picked it up from daily use. I thought you have an accent if you did that. You were worried you wouldn't fit in at school. But that's ridiculous. There's no way I would have developed an accent when everyone else I interacted with spoke English. Well, I would have grown up bilingual without any ill effects. Resigned, her dad shrugs. Well, too late now. What can you do? Guess learn it again. Last day of the trip. Noelle and her relatives visit the columbarium housing Amma's ashes. My mom visits this place every time she's in Taiwan. Ooh, there's Buddha. A lot of Buddha. Noelle follows her grandpa into the worship hall. We crossed an ocean to see my grandpa and I've barely spoken a word to him. It is not out of lack of interest. He must have lived a fascinating life. He's the only grandparent I have left. But how do you gain access to the heart of a stranger? Where do you even begin? Tell me about yourself? Who says that to their own grandfather? It would sound like a job interview. Even if I knew what I wanted to say, what am I capable of saying in Chinese? Today's Sunday, I'm a student. She watches Chunoa takes a lotus petal from a glass bowl and offer it to the giant Buddhas. Noelle, we're going to pray for Amma. Take a flower petal from that bowl over there. Can you pray in English? You have to. Unsure what she's supposed to do, Noelle does her best to imitate her parents. Hello, Buddha. I seriously doubt that he exists. but I'm sure Amma was a wonderful woman. Shinhua deposits her lotus petal in the bowl for the Buddhas, her eyes shining with tears. Aw, I miss Amma. To Noelle's surprise, her aunt embraces Shinhua like it is the most natural thing in the world. They're so comfortable with each other. Is that how mothers and daughters are supposed to be? When I look at my mother, the first emotion I feel is stress. Noelle deposits her lotus petal in the bowl and joins Ako, who's waiting to decide. He smiles awkwardly at her as they stand together in silence. What should I do? Try to build a relationship in broken Mandarin? Tell him I like reading and my favorite color is green? Or do I let the moment pass me by, say nothing and remain strangers? Am I a terrible person if that is what I do? Come on, we're going upstairs. After an elevator ride, they arrive at the floor housing her grandma's ashes. Mama's over here. Noelle follows everyone down the hall to one of the niches. The niche. The only thing distinguishing it from the others is the tiny name tag on the door. Not that I can read it. Even if I could, I don't know the names of any of my relatives. And at this point, I'm too embarrassed to ask. Even Chuno's name I only know by sound. I have no idea what it looks like. Noelle's dad points to the units beside Ama's. Your mom and I bought our spots. Already? You're only in your 50s. Well, there's no limited numbers, so we made sure to reserve them before they were all gone. Well, I suppose my parents are fairly old. They didn't manage to have me until their 40s. Ooh. Yeah. Going up the average American life expectancy, they probably have around 25 years left. Damn. Noelle mom's wipes her eyes as they open the little door of Alma's unit. Will I cry when my mother dies someday? I'm starting to seriously worry that I won't. What kind of monster does that make me? What kind of cold, heartless person cares so little about her own parents? Is there something wrong with me? Do I just not form emotional bonds as deeply as ordinary people do? When they get back to Agong's apartment, Noelle and her mom begin packing to leave. Are you all flying back tonight? Actually, my dad will be in Taiwan for another week attending to business matters. So, my mother and I are flying back alone. Aw, 1 week was too short. As Noelle fits the last of her clothes into the roller bag, Shinhua takes a seat, pulling a thick tome out of her backpack. Noelle feels a twinge of sadness as she watches her cousin read her huge academic-looking book. If I'd grown up in Taiwan, we probably would have become close. Suddenly a strange thought occurs to Noelle. If I'd grown up here, would my personality been shaped into something more similar to Shinhua's? Yeah, how much of my personality is just a product of being raised by an immigrant helicopter mother with no friends or family around to balance her out? Would my mother and I have gotten along? The magazine Chino showed Noelle earlier is still out at the coffee table, taunting her. I'm finished packing, so I have some time to kill before we leave for the airport. Maybe I can translate the poem my mother wrote. Ooh. Noelle digs her emergency Chinese to English dictionary out of her backpack. I was being a petulant baby in elementary school. All I have to do is persevere and power through learning the language properly this time. I'll simply look up each word I don't know and burn its pronunciation and meaning into my memory. Unfortunately, she doesn't know a single word in the poem's first line. After spending 15 minutes pounding 7 words into her memory, her enthusiasm evaporated. This actually is incredibly difficult. I'm not surprised that I have nothing to show for my 6 years of Chinese school. It feels like the knowledge is just washing over my brains like water over plastic. My brain is not wired for this. Could it be genetic? Even after living the majority of their lives in America, my parents haven't mastered English either. It takes another 15 minutes for her to finally overcome the first line of the poem. At last, onto the second line. And I already know all these words. Mirror, flower, water, moon? It is totally gibberish. Is it supposed to sound poetic and mushed together like that? Mirror, flower, water, moon. Noelle feels the urge to tear the magazine to shreds. Perhaps noticing her hands quaking with barely suppressed rage, Chunhua peers over Noelle's shoulders to see what she's reading. What's wrong? Well, nothing. I'm just translating one of my mom's poems. Why don't you ask your mom for your help? I'd rather die. Oh, okay. Maybe you can help instead? Where are you stuck? Wasn't this supposed to mean... Yeah, mirror... Yeah, it's actually in Japanese as well. The first one is mirror, the second one is flower, the third one is water, the fourth one is moon. Oh shit, my kanji is still going with it. Oh, that's a... How do you call it? Saying! Like the lesson of a story. Flower in the mirror, moon in the water. Pretty much it means something that you can see but never grasp. Like a flower reflected in a mirror or the moon shining on the water surface? Yes, you can't reach your hand through the mirror and take the flower out. It is impossible. You can only look, never have it. See? So, mirror, flower, water, moon is shorthand for something beautiful but unattainable. Pretty much. Dai cheers as Noelle's mom manages to zip her bulging suitcase closed. Ready to go to the airport? Let's go. Noelle gives the half-translated poem one last despairing look before flipping the magazine shut. Is that what I've been chasing after this whole time? Flowering in the mirror? If only I get straight A's, I'll have a normal relationship with my parents. I don't think that would be the case. If only I land a summer internship, I'll have a normal relationship with my parents. I don't think that's so either. If only I become fluent in Chinese, I'll have a normal relationship with my parents. What if it was never possible from the start, no matter what I did? That evening, Noelle and her mom make landfall in California. Instead of driving home from the airport, they take the BART back. Noelle wrinkles her nose as she inhales the stench of vomit during cigarettes. Dad's car is parked at the airport garage. Why not just drive it home? You wouldn't be able to get gas. It is not safe for women to pump gas. It's so easy for a criminal to grab you and drive away. We live in one of the safest suburbs in the entire US. Is that why she always had to ask my dad to pump the gas? Besides, I can't read fast enough. When you're driving on the freeway, the signs pass by so quickly. Noelle reluctantly sits down on a filthy worn seat with a suspicious brown stained lip. Eee. Shit, that is bad. The conductor mumbles something unintelligible over the intercom as the train stops at a station. A breathless man enters the train car just in time for the door shut. His eyes frantically scour its interior. Does the train go to Berkeley? Well, it does not. This is the Fremont train. Shit, I need to get up there at the next station. As the train continues onward, Noelle notices a puddle of liquid traveling down the floor. Oh. What is that? Did someone spill their drink? Ah! Fucking nasty. That bitch peed in her seat. What? Disgusted, Noelle recoils and keeps her feet as far as possible from the pee spreading down the floor. The fucking gross fucking bitch! Biohazard, please evacuate at the next station. Oh my god, it's so bad. What is he saying? The urine is a biohazard. We need to get off the train at the next station. Oh my god. Once the door opens, Noelle and her mom hastily drag the luggage up the train and onto the concrete platform. Maybe we should have driven after all. I didn't know Bart was like this. We're still several stops from our destination. Noelle and her mom wait on a bench for the next train home. 9-car train to Fremont in 6 minutes. Our next train will arrive in 6 minutes. Okay. Good thing I was here ready, or else I wouldn't know what train to take. Exhausted, Noelle stares at the dark line of trees ahead of them. It is cold. Why are we here? Because the hobo lady peed on the floor? That's not what I mean. Why did you move from Taiwan to America? To give you more opportunities? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Taiwan is superior to the US by every conceivable metric, and it is not even close. Taiwan has socialized healthcare, more robust public infrastructure, and one of the lowest poverty rates in the world. Americans live shorter lives, even worse, they're not as good at math and science. Well, Taiwan was different in the past. All you see is Taiwan now, but it didn't used to be this way. And America was strong. We were scared China was going to invade Taiwan. But they didn't. In all this time that we've lived in America, nothing's happened. That is true, but it could have happened. But the plain truth is that it didn't. You could have just stayed put. I could have grown up in Taiwan like Junhua and the rest of my cousin, and everything would have been fine. But I didn't know that. I think they had a crystal ball telling us the future. Noelle's mom perks up as the train screeches to a stop at the platform. Fruit Bale Dublin Pleasanton train. Is this our train? No, it's not. Noelle's mom settles glumly back on the bench. You know how Chunwa wants to study in America? Yes? I told her not to do it. It is not worth it. I didn't realize how hard it would be. You'll be far from everyone you know, and your kids wouldn't understand what you're talking about. You can't communicate with them. I didn't know that if you have kids in America, your kids will be American. Well, that wasn't obvious to you? No. Well, it would be like that though. The next day, I think we should finish this one. Yeah, I think that is a good time to finish this part of the year though. And it's almost an hour as well. So we're going to go for the next episode of... Oh, it might be the last, I guess? I don't know. It might be last or not, but let's see what's gonna happen. You know, in the next part. Maybe the end, because I think there's not that as much, because I saw the description and it's just about 2 hours to 4 hours if you just, if you just read it, if you're not talking. So yeah, I'm gonna go end this one and see you guys on the next episode. Well, done it!